There's a 7% chance that my wallet is in the lot. Oh, there it is. Just kidding. Dude, it's right there. I swear. Look at it. It's right there. It's right there. Dude, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Let's go. Woo! Uh, 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 I've got killer instincts, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Make it rain. Whew. I found my wallet. No, all $7 are there. All I need's 5. We can go to the boat ramp today. Hey.
Hey.
I've got.
You find it?
Yeah, I've got killer instincts. I knew it was there. I knew it was in the parking lot.
Is everything still in there?
Yeah, it was a little flat, but it was there. I think I ran over it, or somebody ran over it. But it was all there, like literally right where I thought it was.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right, I just want to let you know so you didn't have to worry or look for it.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
So we're heading off to a lake that is pretty cool. It can be really hit and miss at times, but it's more hit than miss in the springtime because the fish, they live shallow. They get excited whenever we have some warm days, and we had a warm day yesterday. We have a warm day today, a really warm day today. The lake is an oxbow off of a main river, and it's surrounded by these big cypress trees. We got big docks. There's all sorts of other laydowns, and these fish generally live shallow, but I've had a lot of success in the springtime and like kind of early summertime. They just like being around those big trees. It's also, they're probably gonna be spawning a little bit, so we have a chance of catching a big one. Could find some on beds. The water's not like crystal clear, it's a little murky, but you can still see beds from time to time. But this place is cool. There's not only largemouth, there's a bunch of big rough fish that just kind of jump around, which can keep things interesting. At any moment, you could hook up with a big bowfin. You can catch a gar. You can catch freaking snapping turtle. Like, I've caught all sorts of things out there. Another thing we might mess around with today, we might catch some crappie. This lake is mostly known as a crappie lake. We'll probably see a bunch of yo-yos just hung up on trees everywhere. It can be a little bit distracting and a little cumbersome at times to try to get your bait around the yo-yos, but we've caught some big bass here in the past. I've seen guys catch fish over 7 pounds, and if we could catch one of those, that would be ideal. But it's got a lot of quality fish. It's got a lot of numbers. You know, I feel like we're going to get a lot of bites today. We're just going to go flip our hearts out, tree by tree, dock by dock, and see if we can make some magic happen. All right, what's up, guys? We are out here on the lake now, and it is gorgeous. I mean, we couldn't have picked a more beautiful day to come out here and try to flip up some big fat bass up against a cypress tree. We have, I mean, it's like 65 degrees. It's gonna be like 75 degrees before it's all said and done. We've got some big, beautiful cypresses. They're starting to leaf out a little bit. We got birds chirping. They got flowers blooming, and I am excited. I'm so excited. I have like 18 rods in the boat, but I plan to only use just one today. I'm just gonna get my flipping stick, gonna flip around some 6-inch creature baits, and hopefully flip one right on top of Big Sally's head. She's gonna eat it. But we're almost up here to the spot we're gonna start at. I mean, this oxbow, it goes on forever that way and goes on forever that way, but over the years, it kind of dialed in this one little area has been pretty good. There's also a couple spots on this side that are pretty good, but I'm just excited to see what we're gonna catch because along with largemouth, we could catch a myriad of different fish species. There's all sorts of rough fish. There's also snakeheads. There's also big gar and pickerels. We can catch a big old crappie. We can catch a stump knocker. I don't know what we're gonna catch, but we're about to find out, hopefully. We're gonna start right here on these trees, fish some knees, fish some bushes, and just kind of play it by ear and see where the bite takes us. So if y'all are excited to join along with us on today's mission, do us a huge favor. Hit thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more, and let's see what we can get into. Let's go. All right, let's find us a bait. I think this is the baits that I brought that I wanted to use. Time will tell. Guys, if y'all haven't checked out the 6-inch bait bags, these things are legit. And that's what we want right there. Congo craw. This has been my MVP little creature flipping bait this spring. And even this winter, it's been awesome. Don't think I'm gonna do that color. I think we're gonna start off with something just very normal. I got all the colors. Ooh, That's not really normal, but I like that one. Molten crawfish. It's kind of like watermelon red on the back, blue on the belly. I'll get it out of the package. I'll see here. Just this green pumpkin burst. Let's just do something standard. Let's start off with green pumpkin burst. We don't want to freak these fish out, even though I think the other color will be deadly. So this is the Congo craw. Look at that little nugget. It's got 4 little flapping appendages. You can rig this thing up a bunch of different ways. You can modify it, but we're going to leave it as is, except we're going to detach the claws so they can all flip and flap. And you can see they have those little tabs on the claws so they can catch more water. They've got a ton of action. I'm going to rig it up here. And this rod, this is a 7'4" mag heavy. This is the USA series custom rod from Stix, and it's a beefy boy. It's probably the nicest rod that I own from them, and I love hitting fish with it whenever they bite it. But we're gonna rig it up just on a flipping hook. That's ox flipping hook, 4/0. Got a 3/8 ounce tungsten weight right there, and I have a bobber stop. That's what we're gonna start off with. If it works, we'll keep throwing it. If it don't work, we'll swap something else. But I've got, oh, it looks good. That's gonna work. No doubt in my mind. But if it don't work, we've got like 15 other packs in here. And this bait should catch all the listed species I mentioned in the intro if it gets in front of them. I wouldn't mind catching a big old bowfin too, that'd be sick. All right. Big snake, big rat snake in a tree, rat snake in a tree, rat snake in a tree, dude. Oh, no. Gotcha, gotcha, come here, come here, come here. I can't come any closer. Come on, he's got his head wrapped around the tree. Come on, Grumpy Gills. Oh, he don't bite yourself. You can bite me, but don't bite yourself. Come here. Oh man, this is a beautiful snake. Come on, get off the tree. Or come over here and come get me. I wish I could turn the boat. He's trying to pull me back to him. We got him. Oh gosh, he's biting me. Dang, ow. Oh, dude just latched onto my hand. Look at that. Our first catch of the day is not a fish. It is a gorgeous black rat snake. I mean, look at the colors on this one. He's got a lot of brown in him. I just pitched my bait to the base of this tree and I saw something dangling. I was like, what the heck? And it's this gorgeous rat snake. That is awesome. So these guys, you'll see these guys crawling around the trees out here in the lake like this because this is the time of year when birds start building nests. And these guys love to feed on birds and baby birds and bird eggs. So probably hoping to maybe find an egg in a nest somewhere or maybe just catch anything. But he got me pretty good on my hand. You see, we got a little bit of blood. These guys have very sharp teeth, but not a monster rat snake. These guys can get up and over 6 feet in length. He's probably about a 3-footer. Kind of a skinny guy, but I can't get over the colors. I mean, look at the patterns on that guy. He is gorgeous. I mean, this is the first rat snake I found this year, and definitely the most beautiful. Had a little bit of an attitude. It's kind of hard to get to, but we got him. We'll take it. Okay, last look at our little rat snake buddy. Man, this thing is awesome. This is one of the more beautiful ones I've ever caught, honestly. Those scales are amazing. We're gonna send it back here into the tree. Is he gonna bite me? There you go, buddy. I don't know if I broke anything. Oh, I dodged the bait. Oh. How did they not break? Whew. I'm crying. I'm crying from laughing, and I'm crying from a little bit of pain. I got my bait stuck on it, but it looked like a little twig. I thought I was going to snap it, and it was not coming, and I gave it a little jerk, and that thing came flying back so fast. I mean, it's like I dodged a bullet, and that we've already rewatched the footage. It looked like I got shot from like 500 yards away and just got nuked straight to the ground. Whew. But we got our bait back, and we're okay. I don't think I broke anything. I didn't break a bone. I didn't break a rod. I broke some of my pride a little bit, but if we can catch a fish, we'll make up for it. But we gotta get something going. We haven't had any bites yet. We're gonna go down this bank a little bit more, hit these trees, and I think we're gonna move to another spot on the lake and see if we can't get something going over there. This might not be the zone. This lake is weird. When you find the fish, you find them. Sometimes it takes a minute to find them. Gotta stop the bleeding, guys. Forget everything I said about me being excited to fish this lake today. This place sucks. We're going somewhere else. Okay, it might have been a little harsh, but for real, guys, this place is doing us so dirty. We've been out here for a while now. We've fished probably 1,000 trees, haven't had any bites. Like, we've covered enough water to at least have gotten a bite. And we don't have time to be out here messing around if there's not a bite. I haven't fished here in a while. Last time I came here, I caught some fish. I know there are some fish here. At least there was in the past, but it's just tough. And you wouldn't think it'd be this tough on a nice warm spring day. But yeah, we're gonna load up. We're gonna try something new. I think we're gonna try something really new. Like, we might not even bass fish anymore. We'll probably do something like I brought a secret weapon. If you know, you know. So we are going to load the boat up, and we'll catch you guys at spot numero dos. Okay, so fun story. We are here at spot number 2. Jacob and I actually came out here and fished like maybe a month ago. We were trying to make a video. The water was a lot lower, but it was also really murky. It was kind of weird, and we didn't really catch anything then. So this is kind of like a redemption mission. We need redemption from our first spot, but redemption from the last time we came here. And I've got high hopes. The water looks really nice today. We got like this nice kind of blue-green water. But up here, there's a series of culvert pipes that should be releasing some additional water. Sometimes that water is murky, but it seems like there's always some fish up here. This is actually the place where I came maybe like 2 months ago with my buddy Dakota to do some snag fishing for some carp and some paddle fishing stuff. We're gonna try to stay clear of those fish today and try to get some game fish, but I did bring Old Faithful here in case things go south, where we are not leaving this place without catching something. I don't care how we do it, but we're gonna get up here, assess the situation, see if we need to rig up some live worms, some jigs, some treble hooks, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm feeling a little fired up right now. That first spot, it kind of got underneath my skin. I don't know what the dealio is, but I think we're gonna get some redemption here. So we got a short idle up here to the spot. We'll see y'all when we get there. Oh, fish on, baby! Fish on. I don't know what this, oh, is that a crappie? Oh, it's a skippy. No way, it's a skipjack. How is this our first fish of the day? Come on. Ain't no way that our first fish of the day is supposed to be a skipjack up here in this muddy little pipe area. It's official. We caught a fish, and our first fish of the trip is a skipjack herring. The last thing I expected to catch. I thought I had like a crappie, and then I saw his mouth, or no, I thought I had a white bass. And then I saw his mouth, and I was like, oh, I got a crappie, and then boom, it's a skippy. Unlikely for this spot, but we'll take it. we should take it. We honestly should probably take a piece of him and throw him out there for bait, but I think I'll probably let him go for now. Sweet, we're on the board. Not getting skunked today. See you later, Skippy. I'm not desperate for action, but I do need something to like lighten my spirits. We've been sitting here at this pipe. Caught that skipjack on some double jigs. I've been dangling some worms down here and haven't had any luck. There's actually a pipe a little further upstream that I want to hit, but there's already a boat there. So we're here at this one, and I feel like we can catch some stuff here. But what we're noticing is there's a lot of rough fish piled up on the bank. Looks like some people done some snagging. There's some Asian carp. Looks like there's some buffalo and some other fish up there. I don't even know what they are. They're kind of rotted, but we've been seeing some kind of big, weird crates fish activity. So we came prepared. We've got this heavy duty catfish pole, got a snag hook, got a 3-ounce little weight, and we're gonna sling it around, see if we can't just hook up with something crazy. You know, the Asian carp are an invasive fish species and a very nuisance fish species across all of the Southeast. And if we can do our part and help eliminate a few of them while we're just kind of killing time waiting for the afternoon bite, then I'll happily do that. So we're gonna get after it, see if we can't maybe hook us an Asian carp or two. Hey, I got something. What is it? I have no idea what this is. Oh, is that a crappie? It's a crappie! Let's go. Finally, second fish of the day is an honestly pretty solid black crappie. It's probably about 9 inches. Caught him on just a little white curly tail grub. We're up here in this little second pipe, and there's a lot of bait fish flickering around. It feels just a lot more fishy. I've got a night crawler on the bottom of this other rod, but while we're waiting for that to go off, I'm tossing a double jig rig, and boom, we got a crappie. Things are turning around a little bit. Okay, we're gonna send it back, see if we can't catch a couple more. This here is probably too small to keep. We'll see you. Really good. There we go, thumped it. I bet that's another crappie. Felt like a crappie bite. Felt like a crappie bite. Is it? Oh, it is on the top jig. oh, Charlie, come back. Charlie, ow. Dude, Charlie thumped the crap out of that thing. Another black, this is a black crappie. I guess the last one was black crappie too, but he thumped the top jig, which was a white and chartreuse crappie magnet. This water's pretty stained, so we got the best of both worlds for dirty water. We got the white, we got the chartreuse, and I got that bright orange jig head. It's actually an eye-hole jig head. I need to put some scent in there. I don't know if there's gonna be any crappie biting down here or not, but we'll take it. That right there will get your heart flowing after a pretty troublesome day, tiring day, not catching anything. That crappie thump, it's electric. Okay, we're gonna send it back. Maybe we can get a big slab or maybe some crazy fish. There's some crazy fish that live out here, and I would love to hook up with one. See you, big dog. So while we're fishing the double jigs, I'm gonna rig up just a night crawler. I'm gonna suspend it beneath the float. It's pretty deep in here. It's like 10 foot. I'm gonna suspend it like 6, 7 feet deep. See if anything wants to come up and get it. There's often times some catfish, some weird fish like buffalo, bowfin, crappie, some big bluegill, and if there's any swimming around, they should take that bait. We'll start with the float, just so it's not getting snagged up on the bottom while we're kind of drifting around, but then we might progress and just fish it on the bottom. But we're gonna cast it just right over here, kind of out of the way. Oh, I'm a little better than that. We can do a little better than that. A little bit better than that. There we go, I like that. We'll just set it up right there. And if we see the bobber go down or the rod go down, we'll snatch it up real quick. But I'm more interested right now in seeing if we can catch some more crappie. There we go. That felt like a weird bite. That might not be a crappie. It is a little crappie. A little nibbler. Woo. A little bit skimpier than the last two we caught. That's our third crappie up here in the pipes. Oh, nice little white crappie. He's kind of a little skinny little guy. He's like a potato chip, like a Pringle. I'm gonna name him Pringle. We'll see you later, Pringle. this Pringle. Oh, he smoked it. That's better fish. Better fish. Might be a bigger crappie. Might be something else. I smoked it though. Oh, it might be a drum. That feels like a drum. What if it's a drum? I think it's a drum. It is a drum. I'm good. I'm good. Oh man, I've caught so many of these things. It's unmistakable because that bite feels like a crappie bite, but then they start doing that drum thing where they just start spinning. And that is another species. We've caught skipjack, black crappie, then we caught a white crappie, caught a bluegill. Now we got a freshwater drum, the Aplodinotus grunniens. Oh, yep. I knew I felt something. I was like, what in the heck is that? I thought I was like running into shad. Oh, there must be a bunch of those down there. And the good thing is that, you know, while these are kind of small crappie, they're big enough to where you can still enjoy them. Especially if they're loaded up like that, getting them like every cast. Nice little black crappie, about 8 inches, 7 inches, something like that. There's gotta be some good ones down there mixed in. It's been pretty even. Catching most of the crappie, it seems like, well, I guess we've only caught one other fish that's crappie, but we've caught half on the crappie magnet and the other half on the grub. I got us tied up here to this tree. Now, the tree is a little sketch. Like, it's super wild, but I feel like it might break on us, but we're in a good spot now where we can make the same cast over and over again without running up in there and scaring them. Oh, snap. Come back for it. Whatever that was, hammered it. There we go. Fish on. Might be another drum. Feels good. Feels weird. Feels real. Oh, he jumped. Oh, he jumped like a porpoise. This other rod might be getting bit too. There. Got us another drum. Got to keep an eye on that one with the worm. Really hoping something big will pick that up. We'll take these drums while we're waiting. Look at his little head. He's cool. He jumped like a foot out of the water. It was crazy. Another cool little drum. Maybe we'll catch a big one down here. Send him back. Back into the spillway. Little pipe. It's not a spillway, it's just a little pipe. Little spillway pipe. Gotcha! Is that different? Oh, it's another little crappie. Another little crappie, another little black crappie. They're probably staging up here. I imagine this would be a good place for them to come up here and spawn. This water's warmer in this little pocket than it is out there in the main river. And as it kind of fluctuates, they can get up in these root balls and these sticks and spawn. He's got some pretty dark colors. Pretty fish. Gonna send him back. So I'm catching all these fish today on the 6'6" one-piece medium ACC Crappie 6. It's my favorite, just all around just pan fishing rod. It's so light, it's so responsive, and it can handle a big fish. You've seen us catch a ton of big fish on these rods. Definitely my favorite one in the entire lineup. Got a 1,000 sized Shimano reel on there. I've got a 5-pound braid. It's really light, but I really like it a lot. And then I've got an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. And then as always, we're running the ever infamous double jig rig that we run all the time. I've got two 16th ounce jig heads. The one on the bottom is a double cross jig head from Crappie Magnet, it's that bright, just candy pink. And then the top one is an eye hole. And I've been looking around in the boat trying to find some scent that I can shove in there so I can give it some extra smell, but I just haven't found any. Uh-oh, what's that rod doing? We got a bite. Something's happening. Something's happening. Hold on a second. We got him. That's a good fish. No, it's not. What is that? That's another drum. Didn't we just catch a drum? We caught a drum and then caught a crappie. Trying to give y'all a little gear review, a little demo, and got interrupted by this little guy. Another drum. Seems like there is a bunch of small crappie and small drum loaded up in here. But I know that there could be a river monster swim up in here at any moment. He's got a spiky fin. Look at that guy. That's cool. I'm having a blast. I was not having fun earlier. It's fun to fish, but when you go out trying to make a video and you're not catching fish, it can be a little stressful. So while these fish aren't world class or gigantic, they're still a ton of fun, and anybody would enjoy this kind of fishing. And that's why we always bring backup plan. Some live worms, some little jigs, everywhere we go. Okay, we're gonna set that back down. I think I was talking about the crappie magnet before I got interrupted by that drum, but that has just been a fish catching bait for us over the years. We love it a lot. We have a Colin J exclusive crappie magnet bundle that has a lot of our favorite colors in it. We'll leave a link down in the video description if you haven't checked it out already. You can catch literally anything and everything on it. Bunch of crappie, bunch of drum, bunch of white bass, bunch of whatever. Highly recommend checking those out. We'll leave them linked. But we're gonna hop back up here on the front deck so we can't catch something crazy. It's pretty straightforward too. Just casting it out at the mouth of the spillway pipe. There's like a little current break, letting it sink all the way down to the bottom. And then I'm just reeling it in real slow, kind of giving it a few periodical twitches. There's a bunch of bait fish getting busted. I don't know what's chasing them. I don't think it's crappie. Must be like some bass or white bass or something. I mean, they're just getting smashed over there. Uh-oh, worm rod, worm rod. Got you, little guy. He made a lot of noise for a little dude. Second little male bluegill of the day, about the same size as the first one we caught. Still hoping to catch a big fish on the worms. I'm still holding out hope. I think we can do it. Send it back. There we go, right by the boat. What is this? Oh, there we go. New species. He's got something going on with him. What the heck? Ugh, he's got like a nasty fuzzy growth on him or something. I can't believe it's taking us this long to catch a white bass out of this spot. If you look right there next to his pectoral fin or his pelvic fin right there, he's got like a weird like cut and then like a fuzzy like gross ball of moss growing out of it. I don't even know. He smoked the jig. Maybe we can find a bigger one of these. It's cool these are hanging out here below the spillway pipe also. Definitely a species I expected to catch. Send it back. Oh, he stopped it. That's a nicer crappie, I think. Oh, oh yeah, look at that. It's a slab. Woo! All right. That's what we're after right there, guys. Oh my gosh. Was that a fish? I think it was just the boat. But look at that. There's just a nice white crappie. That one there's probably 11.5 inches. Not a monster slab, but I would say this is a slab for this area considering all we've caught in so far is small ones. Really pretty fish. You know, this water is pretty murky, but they still got great color to them. And again, this is probably a male coming up in here to spawn. He got some pretty dark colors. He's not pitch black yet, but definitely a dark looking fish. It's cool. Look how big his mouth is. Big old mouth. And these fish are biting it weird. I'm not really feeling so much that thump. It's just like the bait is just stopping. I'm reeling it. It's just like, boom, it's not coming to me anymore. There's a fish on it. Cool fish. We'll send it back. Keep casting around. Keep soaking that worm. We're bound to catch something crazy here. Oh, fish. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. There's some spunky little bluegills up there. Okay, so this fish swallowed the hook. We're going to do something. We're going to do something. Not crazy, but we're just going to do something. We are going to first get this hook out. Okay, I don't think little Jimmy's going to live, but what we're going to do, we have the big rod. We're going to rig up a sneaky little Carolina rig real quick. We're going to chunk him up into some cut bait, toss him out in here. That's how we're going to catch a big one. I can feel it. We'll let it soak for maybe 20 minutes. We don't get bit, but if we do, it's going to be a good one. So we got our boy Jimmy cut up here in a couple of segments. I think I'm going to start off by using the middle chunk. Got a little circle hook rigged up on my catfish pole. And we're just going to do it weightless. We're going to try to be as natural as we possibly can. I can't get this hook in him. Jimmy's a thick boy. There's our bait. We're going to toss it up Right here is a little calm spot, kind of close to the bank, and it's still pretty deep. It's about 5 feet deep right there, but I've seen a couple of mystery fish surface that I think will eat this thing. So we're gonna give it our shot. We're putting the worm away. We're gonna let this sit. We're gonna cast double jigs around, see if we can't get lucky. Oh, money! Yeah, I like that. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, I'm gonna listen to drag up too. What I like about this setup is that if we do get bit on that, it's probably not gonna be a little bluegill. Smoked it! Smoked City! Oh, look at that! It's another slab! Dadgummit, we should be keeping these things. Woo! Spring crappie up here in this little cut off little ditch right here. Heck yeah, that's a good one. And he just thumped it. It's gone. That time the bait didn't stop. It was a full-blown thump. Like I got hit by a railroad train. Another one probably on that 11.5-inch range. Not bad. Not bad. Maybe since it's getting a little bit later, they're going to start biting. We'll send it back. Oh, there's something. Loaded up on it. Oh, is there two? There's two! There's two! There's two of them! Let's go! And that is exactly why you use 2 jigs. We got a nice slabbier sized black crappie would definitely be a keeper. And then we got this small black crappie. It felt weird. I didn't feel the bite. It just stopped. I'm not sure which one got it first. They bit at the same time, but there's our bigger of the 2 crappie. Nice black crappie. And then we got this guy right here, and it's kind of actually in a little zone that I haven't been casting to, so maybe I've been missing out, because normally when you catch 2 at once, it's because there's a bunch there. There's a pile of them, a school. So we'll send this little guy back. Still keeping an eye on our cut bait. The line's kind of moving weird. I'm not sure if it's the current. Like, we should know if it's a fish, but it's acting a little sketchy. So we're on high alert right now with that. But I'm gonna cast. I caught it right there at the base of that pipe. There's a nice little eddy, and I don't know why I haven't really been throwing there as much. I'm getting bit over here kind of towards the bank, but we're gonna make some more casts right there and see if we can't maybe double up again. There we go. There we go. That's a good fish to end on right there. Boom. Just wanted to catch one more fish. It was like, as soon as I said, you know, they were biting pretty good, we were getting steady hits, they shut down on us. And that's just what those dang fish will do every time. So it's best to just not say nothing. But it's a solid fish, like an 8-incher black crappie. I lost my grub, so I doubled up on the crappie magnets, put the show enough on there, and he smoked it. But that is awesome. A good way to end our little session this afternoon out here on the river. You know, I was hoping we would be able to get some big bass today at the first lake, and just didn't work out, but I'm glad we were able to come over here and do a little multi-species fishing and put something together and get a few fish in the boat. We're gonna send this fish back, and we're gonna make our way back to the boat ramp. But guys, this is where we're gonna wrap today's episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Definitely looking forward to brighter days ahead where maybe we can get into some more epic fishing, but still, it's always good to have a backup plan, always good and fun to catch some fish. So if y'all enjoyed the video, do us a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye guys.